w sprzęcie dla najlepszych. Wejdź na groundgame.com.
For EFM Show, which is going to have an event tomorrow, together with Michael Sheil.
That's me. I'm delighted to be here. Poland is great. It's first time in Poland, so it's interesting. Such a big show. Great opponent as well, and a homegrown talent too. So, and I'm sure you guys don't want me to win, but
yeah, it's a good challenge for you because to make like a surprise for the Polish fans, because everybody is looking for the win of Daniel here, and you are the man who comes to end the party for him. Yeah.
upset the plans, as they say.
What made you the decision for fighting here in Poland? Can you tell me some background of it?
I had a little bit of knee injury, and then I moved into K1, and I tried to return and fight in Padova. Short notice fight. We won't talk about it. And then I planned to fight with a couple of organizations in Germany, and was in Germany weighing in Paddy's Day last year. And obviously we know what happened to the world stopped, so just looking for opportunities, and SPG's a big team and they had some Polish fighters on it, and they obviously helped me make connections and got in contact with EMF, and they had an opponent and a date, so that's all I needed, an opponent and a date.
How long did your preparation last for that bout?
I think just over 7 weeks, just over 6-7 weeks. I was lucky though, because I stay quite fit during Corona, so I had quite a long training camp. Sparring was good, training was good, but it was intense. 7 weeks, 6-7 weeks intense.
How was going the thing with the weight cut? Because you seem to be a big welterweight, a tall one. So was it a hard thing for you this time?
It was very hard because we had some trouble with. We left in advance. We left Tuesday, Ireland, and then there was a problem with our test wouldn't let us come through Amsterdam, so we had to redo the flights, and then we had to go through Paris, which made it nearly 24 hours before we arrived here. So I was quite worried when I arrived here. My weight was a little more
extended.
Yeah, where I wouldn't like it to be there. But then obviously the hotel is great. They provided us, well, me anyway, they provided me with a bathtub, and I was able to easily make the weight. I was very, very, very surprised. I made weight 9 a.m. this morning, no problem.
Were there need to do the bathtub for a couple of times, or maybe the one was enough?
No, it was 3. I had planned to do 5. And then 20 minutes in towels, 20 minutes in the tub, but I fell asleep and I woke up panicked, and then I had to do a rush 2 bathtubs, and it ended up being enough, and it was perfect.
As you said before, your opponent, Daniel Skibiński, like the local hero, the younger guy. Tell me about him. What do you think of his background, and is he a good opponent for you?
For me, he's a very good opponent. Mostly because when you fight someone in their hometown, they tend to drive forward. They have more push, more charge. So I'm looking forward to it. Obviously, people know me. I fight K1. I do a lot more striking, so people know maybe where I prefer to fight. And for this reason, Daniel is a very good opponent.
Yeah, they are expecting you to fight in stand-up, maybe expecting Daniels to exchange some shots and then go for the wrestling. Did you saw his fight versus David Gallon, the French fighter?
I watched a lot of his fights. I had to kind of go to the Polish, it was a TV channel, and they had a couple of his fights on it. But yeah, I watched the fight with Gallon. Gallon done very well. But
he was close in this fight.
I see early. Daniel does some good tilts. He tried a trip early and he didn't invest, but small details. You see, he doesn't look like he's active in certain positions standing up, but in the clinch, he's got lots of weapons. So it's interesting. I know he's, if he can't take me down, he's going to put me against the cage and wear me out. And, it's definitely going to be a good opponent for me. It's an interesting little puzzle.
Did you get into a lot of sparrings this training camp, or maybe focused a lot more on technique and like soft preparation game?
With our team and stuff, and the way Ireland and stuff is, we have pods, and so yeah, we haven't got a huge variety of training partners like we would. But in this camp, I trained with a guy a lot called Luca. I'm not gonna try say his last name because he's Moldovan, and
it's hard. There's also a guy in UFC, Iwan Kutelaba, and also nobody know how to spell this name beside me.
Exactly. So Luca has helped me a lot leading up to this, and it would be interesting to say I lost most of the spars against him in the lead up for this camp, but that's the way you want it. You know, you prepare for the worst, and then if the best happens,
make training camp harder. The fight will be easier. Yeah?
Exactly. That's what we hope anyway. So I was lucky enough that I had Luca in this training camp. Yeah, but you know, Daniel is a fighter, so he's everything. He's going to fight to the end. You know, so especially in his hometown, you have to beat him, you know, and so it's a puzzle. It's interesting. I'm very, very looking forward to the fight. So very, and maybe EMF going to give me a contract, you know, when I win this fight. They're going to.
For now, it's like only for the one bout, I guess.
Yeah, well, yes, but again, it was so not short, but it was just for this specific opponent. So, and yeah, EMF, I'm going to prove myself. They're going to give me a contract, and eventually they're going to give me shares in the business, and it's going to. No, I'm excited. I'm really, really happy to be in Lodz.
In case of winning tomorrow's bout, the winner will be supposed to fight with the winner of another big bout on the card, welterweight bout, Georgi Valentinov versus Igor Mikhalishin. How are you excited for the next fight? I know that you are not going to see before of the preparation and being in the locker room, but what is your pick for this bout?
Giorgio. I've trained with Giorgio quite a bit. Giorgio visited us in SPG a lot. Great guy, great training, good fighter, lots of skills. And you know, people might think Giorgio more of a wrestler, but you know, you definitely don't want to count out his striking. He's a very strong opponent. And the problem there is then, you know, if I win and Giorgio win, I kind of don't want to fight my friend. So yeah, we just do it like this. No, so I hope Giorgio win. I think he's definitely going to win. If I was a gambling man, I would bet my purse on Giorgio.
Okay. Thank you very much, John, for the talk. It was a pleasure and big luck. Have a good luck tomorrow.
Thank you. God bless you.
See you. Bye.